lovelies. Good to have you here today. It's Angela, and today is my turn to share with you my project for the Nostalgic Noel collaboration. Now, as you probably know already, this is a collaboration hosted by Rach and Bella Crafts, and it's called Nostalgic Noel. Rach has put together a lovely Christmas kit, which you can find in her website shop. So the details for all of that are in the link in the description box below this video. And the hashtag's called Christmas Craft Off 24. There's 60 amazing creatives taking part here, as you've heard already, and it has already started, and today's day 12. Now, today I am doing, my partner is Shirl Artwork, and we have got the prompt today, Festive Fabric Flips. This craft off sheet is available from Rachel's website shop as well, and if you follow the link, everything you need is there for you. All right, how exciting is that? Now, I've seen the most amazing projects so far, so I do encourage you, if you haven't already, where have you been? All right, go and follow along with all these amazing people. Okay, so Rach has got these amazing kits, as I said, in her website shop, and she's got a sale on them, so go and take advantage of that. It runs for the duration of the collaboration, which is the whole month of November, which is fantastic. Now, I have not printed all the kits out because there are loads of pages, but I have just printed the main title pages so that you can see. Nostalgic Noel are her journal pages, absolutely stunning. She's got two background kits, so background 1 and background 2, also beautiful. Lots of amazing fussy cuts in a kit as well, and then the add-on and ephemera kit, so lots to choose from there. Beautiful vintage colors, and really love it. Well done, Rach, this is amazing. Okay, so as I said, I'm with Shirl today. We have got the prompt fabric flip outs, and I've got my little fabric flip out project to share with you. I'm going to show you what I've made, and then we're going to make one together. It's an exciting one because it's really a one-page wonder. Yeah, yes it is. With ephemera. Yeah, so I've got my little fabric flip here, and I have taken some beautiful organza with flocking on it. So I've got this in, as part of my ultimate bundle, which I have in my website shop, Angela Kerr Designs. So I've got a few of my ultimate bundles. They include ribbon, lace, fabrics, and all the little freebie extras. If you're interested, you can go and have a look there. I'm only going to say it now because all the ribbon and lace and things I've used from there. Okay, so I've got my little flip up here, which is beautiful because you can see through. You can see she's peeking over the pocket there. So I've added some lace and things there. Here's one of Rachel's pieces of paper. I've made a pocket out of it there, added one of her fussy cuts, one of those little ephemera bits, stuck in a little tag there, which is adorable. And then you open it up. Oops. We've got a long pocket here, which is from her pockets pages. I've added a tag in over there. I didn't put ribbons in these ones because I wanted to keep it flat so the fabric would lie flat. I've got little bits and pieces all from her kit. We've got these cute little tags. Always love it when she does these little ones. So cute. You can use these on gifts because they're to and from. So that goes into a little tuck spot over there. We have a little bit of lace just to pretty it up. Another little pocket over this little page with a tag in there, and I've stuck on one of the fussy cuts here with just another spot for another little tag. And at the back here we have got a nice little I've made like a card from one of her pages as well, so that goes into the pocket at the back over there. Yeah, so that's everything that we're going to make today. Really easy, far easier than it seems. And then you've got your little flip up over there. Okay, so that's what we're going to make. Let me show you quickly what you need. Right, so I have gathered, let me grab it all at the top here. I've made a little card from one of Rachel's journal pages. I did print this 2 to a page. All right, so this is half the size, so you can print it at 50%. And I've used this page and printed 2 of these to a printed page. I've used that one for that bit, that one for the other, and that's how I made those cards. Just stuck on a beautiful piece of tartan ribbon at the top there. And you don't have to sew around it, but I did. All right, so that's what you need. I've then cut out 4 of her other tags. I've also printed these half the size, put them onto card. All right, so that's what I've got there. Then I'll just put this all at the top. We're going to put all of this into our little project. Here's one of the long pockets, the medium pocket. I've made that pocket. It's just a piece of paper, and I've stuck on one of her little goodies. Oh, I forgot to show you the rear. So we've got that on the back there like that with a tag that goes in there. So that pocket is for there. And then this is the one I've made. I've just cut this out of one of her backing pages and stuck on a fussy cut there. But we'll get to it in a minute. All right, so that's what you need. And then just some other little bits here. I've got my organza piece. This is the length of your project. Mine is 7 inches by 3 3/4 there. I've added 3 rows of lace on there because I just loved how it looked. Got some of her little mini tags there, 4 of them, and some of her bits and pieces like this, which I've cut out all ready to go, and a little bit of lace. Okay, so that's everything that you need. And then of course 1 sheet of paper. So the piece of paper that I've gone with is the one that's upright like that. So that's the piece I've chosen to do. And on the other side, I have printed this background page from her kit. Okay, so we are going to use this to make what I showed you. You just need 1 extra little piece to make this. So I did have a spare piece like this, just to make this, because I had one printed that way and one this way. And then I made a pocket from that little bit there as well. All right, so you need a little extra bit, but you're going to do everything you really need to do from this piece here. All right, let's get to it. Grab a ruler, grab your scissors, pencil, knife, whatever it is that you want to use. I'm going to give you a couple of measurements, not very much. The first thing you want to do is, I've got 2 different measurements here. I've written them down with centimeters. Right, this is an A4 piece of paper. All right, that means its length is 11 3/4 inches, 29.7 centimeters that way. Right, the US is only 11 inches. So I'm going to give you 2 different measurements to cut this. Now, if you're doing A4, straight and simple, I want you to cut 6 inches from the left and cut right off. Let's do that. Okay, if you are using a US letter size, I don't want you to measure 6 inches. I want you to measure 5 5/8 of an inch. Okay, and that's 14.3 centimeters. All right, so if you want to just screenshot that, you'll be left with that piece. With the 6 inches for the A4, you'll be left with that piece. So that's what that piece size measures. All right, so that's the one, that's the other. Same for there. Okay, so just so that you know, 6 inches for A4 is 15.2 centimeters. All right, just so that we can. And we now got 2 pieces. Right, what I've done now is, for the piece that measures the 6 inches, or the 5 and the larger piece, because you'll see one is slightly lower than the other. All right, the one that's longer, I want you to measure 3/4 of an inch and just score a line there. All right, I've done that already. Score a line there and just fold that like that. I'm going to fold it up for the moment. All right, and then what I want you to do is, or let's do it the other way. All right, fold it down. Then I want you to take this piece and just meet it up over there like that. All right, there we go, simple. Okay, so that's all you want to do with that piece. And then with this piece over here, what I've done is I have measured, I think it's an inch. Yeah, 1 inch over there. All right. Now, if you've got, yeah, 1 inch is fine. And I'm also very mindful of the fact that the US letter is 1/4 of an inch wider, but it's all relevant to what you're doing here. Okay, so there we go. And then again, I want you just to take that piece and just match it with the edge over there. All right, there we go. So we've got this. This can now effectively go this way, really. All right, fold that bit up. And then you've got that, and then you've got this bit with the edge here, and like that. All right, so that's going to go in here like this. Now, one thing that I do want to do is I want to put a notch in here. What did I do with that? Okay, so just to get my, just to make it central-ish, I'm not going to measure. I just want to get in a little notch over there. So that's the shorter piece, all right? This turns up, does it? I was meant to notch it over there. Can you believe it? I've notched it in the wrong place. Oh my days. Yeah, I have done it wrong. Okay, we've got the notch in the wrong place. Let's just do it in the right place. There we go. All right, so the notch goes onto that side, not that side, but there we go. Life happens and it's not the end of the world. Okay, now, and then I want to just move this a little bit down. Now remember, you've got that piece that folds back there. I'm going to just really quickly just distress that over there around the edges. There we go. And this bit here, because once it's stuck down, you can't ink it really very easily then. The rest I'll do at another point. Okay. There we go. So what we want to do now is we want to get that bit stuck on here. So what I did was, here's your fold line. You want to make this a pocket. So get that. Try and keep it as close to the edge as you can. Now what I wanted to do was try and get it lower than the other that I did. And you also, probably easier to go like this so you can see what you're doing. You want to get it into that fold line. So I'm going fairly low here. And I think that's about where I want it. Let's see if this is going to close nicely. It sure is. Okay, now that we've got 2 notches and I only wanted 1, well, that's okay. Right, so we've got that there. So you've got a slightly bit of more of a gap there than you have there. That is my intention. Right, this is the bit we're going to attach it onto our page with. You don't have to do that. There are different options. And this bit here, we are going to glue down. So just glue this one down. Yeah, stick that like that. All right, so we've got a little tuck spot there. Like that. Right, so we've got our tuck spot, we've got our pocket at the back, and now we're going to just add some bits and pieces on here. So with this one, I made a pocket. What I did was I cut a piece, the whole width of this, half the size, and I wrote it on the back here, 3 1/4 inches by 3 1/4, or 8 1/2 by 8 1/2. And then you don't have to put the side bits on. I just did. That's what you want there, so that you've got it slightly smaller than the edges. Okay, so we can get that stuck down as well. Right, so we've got that pocket on there. And then what did I do next? Oh yes, you can do this however you like. The base of the construction is there. Then we're going to put this pocket on over here. So I am going to have it slightly to the left. Here's our tuck spots going in there. And then over here, we've got this pocket over there, and then on this one we'll decorate it with a fussy cut. Now what I did now was I wanted to stick on my fabric. All right, so that one, it looks like I did it a bit skew, but so I'm just going to take my fabric tack here, use whatever glue you would normally use for fabric, and then I've got this piece. As you can see, it's longer than my actual page, but it's as wide as my front page, slightly fractionally narrower. Right, now the way I did this was I took my 2 clips and I just positioned this slightly longer, because it does pull up when you put things in pockets and stuff. Oh my gosh, I just broke that. What's going on today? Right, so we want to get that on there. I'm just getting it in position like this, just so that it's sort of in place. And now I can turn it over, and I want to stick it down over here. But of course, let's just move this up so I can stick it behind. Right, so that bit there doesn't need to be that long, but rather longer than too short. You can always, you know, cut it off if you want, and maybe that's what I should do. Otherwise your tag sort of catches on it. That's all these things you learn when you've made one already. So we'll just get some glue on there. There we go. And we can then just get that stuck over. All right. And it's because I did that I made an extra little pocket. But if you wanted to stick this straight onto your journal page like that and not have the flip out, you don't need a back pocket. But I'm making it a flip and a flap. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue on the edge here. And again, I just cut this the width of my paper and 2 inches long, so 5 centimeters, and we're able to stick that over like that. Okay, I did stick on one of those. Now that is the right way up. All right, so you got a top pocket like that. Those clips off. You've got your fabric flip in place. All right, and now we can do the exciting bits, which are to decorate it, which I've got some bits here. I've got some lace, so let's get that done quickly. I've just taken some narrow lace. Even some rickrack would work well for this, so I just want to get that down. Right, there we go. Cut that off. Okay, we've done all of those bits. Right, so while I'm at it, I wanted to put in a couple of things. So we'll leave that. This one, I'm busy with it, is going to go over here. Yeah. So I'm going to make this a pocket again. So again, I'm going to just put the glue on the edges not where my thumb is. My thumb is what I use to say no glue. No glue. Right. So we've got that there. And we can get this over here. Beautiful fussy cut. Right, so we've got that one on. Go back to the front. We are just going to put on, got a few of these little small tags here, which I quite like. And I thought that I would add Merry Christmas on here. So, from Rachel's Ephemera Kit. Okay, so there's that one done. And then I wanted to put one of these. They're all on the same page, these are, on her ephemera kit. Yeah, and then I was going to just put on the little Santa ticket. Like that. Then I'm going to put Merry Christmas over here. Now I'm going to get this one to sort of stick out a bit, so it's going to help me keep this tuck spot flat so things don't fall out. So that's that. And then on this one it was just a case of putting on a little one of these labels. So we're going to have this one. I love labels and sentiments and things. Right, so we'll do that. There we go. And then we're all done. Right, so that it was quick and easy, wasn't it? So this is our tuck. Again, as I said, it'll make it go onto the page. Right, so all you need to do now is to fill up all these goodies. So let's start from the front. So here we go. Right, so I thought I'd put the little girl in the front like I had before. I've just made those little holes there, so if you want to use the tags or whatever, you've got a spot, but also it just gives it a pop of colour. All these circles came from these bits here, so that's the same piece of paper. Right, so there's the front. Then we've got this one, and we want to put another tag in here. Now, usually I just like to have a look at the pockets to see what I want where, and I think I quite like this one there. So that one goes in there. Then I'm going to put this one in here. We want to get this in here, like that. Yeah, and then there's one on the back as well. Lots goes into this little folio. It would make a great little happy mail or little gift for crafting friends. Then this one needs to go in here. Now I like to just loosen this a bit with my bone folder. All right, and then you want to put that in there like that. Okay, so if it's sticking out a little bit too much, just push it down a bit, or you can always tuck that under, but that is the tab to pull it out. All right, and then all we've got to do is put in these three little cards. Okay, so I'm going to put this one here, this one here, and this one in the middle, like that. Yeah, and that's everything done. You can pull back your veil. You see it does jump up a little bit, and there you have it. Now what I did was, to make this lie nice and flat, I took my Yankee candle, good old Yankee candles, and I put that on there overnight. Just, it sort of settles everything, and you can see the difference with this one here. Oh, so now this one doesn't want to do it either. But it does help to make it settle. But once it's in your journal, you know, it's not going to be a problem. So let me just grab a journal signature page here for you. All right, so I've just grabbed one of my Christmas journal signatures just to show you how this works. So I'm making a whole journal on my channel, and you're welcome to follow along. So let's just find a spot for this to go into. Right, so for example here, and I would probably stencil all of this. My thinking is that you take your little folio and you can either tuck it behind the page like that, all right, or you can tuck it onto the page. And then what I would do here is I would make a little tuck spot over there and be able to put something behind. All right, so those are the ways that you can use this in your journal. All right, alternatively, you don't have to have this here. You can stick the whole thing down just like that, yeah, and have a tuck spot of a tag or on the side here as well. So that's my thinking with that. Right, guys, go and give this a go. This will be great in any theme. So even if you're not a Christmas lover, you can do this in absolutely any theme journal. It's so quick and easy. You could roll these off for friends. You could roll them off for gifts. All sorts of lovely things. They would be great with family photos for families, you know, especially the vintagey ones. I love my old family photos, and whenever I get some, and my mum brought me some more this time, I just love them. So, you know, it's always great to send out copies of those to family. As we get older, those things become more and more important for some reason. All right, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed that. Go and enjoy a wonderful week further. Make sure you catch up on all the videos you might have missed for this collaboration. If you could just leave a like and a comment to everybody, that would be amazing. Don't forget, there are prizes that will be to be won. Rachel will do those a week after the end of the collaboration, so possibly the end of the first week in December. All of us have put together prizes, so it's always a magnificent opportunity to win something fabulous. That's me for today. Go and catch up with Shirl and watch her video and see what she has to do, and that's what I'm going to go do now. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.